Hello and welcome to Woodbridge Channel's coverage of high school sports. This is John McCormick, your full-time mayor and part-time sports announcer, joined by Councilman Greg Ficara, who's also here calling the game with me, and Greg's actually a football expert, so I'm happy to have him join with me tonight, Greg.
Yeah, it should be a good game, John. I mean, obviously Woodbridge is favored. They're very strong. But when you have an inter-town rivalry like this, anything can happen.
It's a big night for Woodbridge. They have they're honoring the Hall of Fame team at 6:45 right after we're done talking here. And they also have the homecoming tonight, which is very important. So it's always a good night.
Excellent. And it's a cool night. There's a stiff wind blowing, so it could affect the passing game. It's going to be interesting to watch.
And you say a good game, it's going to be tough to be a good game. Woodbridge comes in at 4-0. They had one bye. Kennedy comes in at 1-4, one win against South Plainfield. They lost the rest. It could be a long night for JFK because Woodbridge is really moving up the rankings. They're moving up in the state. They've got a very, very good team here. It's an awful tough task for JFK.
Absolutely, and Woodbridge continues to improve every week. It's absolutely amazing. But hopefully we'll see a good game, and Kennedy will give them a fight.
Well, we'll be back, folks. Stay tuned for Woodbridge versus JFK at Woodbridge High School. And welcome to Woodbridge Channel's coverage of high school sports. Tonight we're on the brand new turf field at Woodbridge High School for a football game between the host Barons and the visiting John F. Kennedy Mustangs. I'm John McCormick, your full-time mayor and part-time wannabe sportscaster, joined by my colleague in public service, Councilman Greg Ficara, who played high school and college football and actually knows something about the game. So, Greg, thanks for joining us here.
As an offensive lineman, that's not the most thrilling position as far as knowing the game, but thanks.
Well, I was an offensive lineman too, but only in Pop Warner, so I think you know a little bit more about football than I do. So
it looks like the Barons and the Mustangs out there at the coin toss, and the Barons are honoring Breast Cancer Awareness Month, wearing their pink.
Right. The Baron captains, number 16, Anthony Santino. Number 57 is Sebastian Montlouis. Number 1 is Jesus Cabrera, and I think it's number 7 is Ali Lee. And Ali Lee is the goods. He is the stud for Woodbridge.
Yeah, we saw him play against Colonia a few weeks back, and it was a show.
Yeah, Colonia scored the first touchdown and then missed the extra point, and then Woodbridge scored the whole rest of the way and dominated. It was 28-7. Joining us now,
Kennedy has
is Assembly Speaker and also part-time wannabe sportscaster Craig Coughlin. Craig,
John,
welcome to Woodbridge High School.
Yeah, how are you, hon? How are you, Greg? It's good to be here. First time I got a chance to do the game all season.
I know. We missed you, man. But, I don't wait, man. I did them all myself. Let's talk about who's on the kicking. I didn't see who was just too busy talking. I didn't see who got the kick.
I'm excited to see this game. Woodbridge coming in
beautiful
undefeated.
That field is. Wow.
Yeah.
JFK is receiving. So the Woodbridge kicking team. Justin McGarrett is the kicker. Number 12 is Isaiah Allen. Number 6 is Jameer Brown. Number 4, Trayshawn Fudge, Tracy's brother probably. Number 14, Anthony Alves. Number 33, Elric Jefferson. Number 3, Quado Nyaya. 44 is Isaiah Jackson. 51, Dylan Bradley. Number 5 is Eric McCoy. And I think it's 23 is Jason Bradley. For Kennedy, it's harder to read those uniforms,
yes,
Greg.
I just think exactly the same thing. Those numbers are tricky to read.
Jeffrey Gonzalez, number 2. 52 is Khalil Rashada. Oh, boy, they are tough. I did a Kennedy game at Colonia, and it was just very, very difficult. Here's the kick from Justin McGarrett, and we're underway.
I think that is number 4 back to receive.
McGarrett set the kick.
Now we're underway. Good deep
Wow,
kick.
a deep one,
Gonna
and it
go
goes into the end zone. Yeah, that's a good kick by Majera.
Looked like it was Keyshawn Dixon for the Mustangs back deep that made that decision to let it go in the end zone.
Let me say this before the game starts. You got Patrick Petro out there, a young man who is a special needs kid. He's been the captain, you know, gets the tee after the kicks and does water for the team. He's graduated, but the fact that they still let him come out and be a part of this is just says a whole lot for the character of the coaching staff and the character of the players on Woodbridge High School. What a great kid he is, and congratulations for letting him still be part of it. And off to number 11. He's the stud for JFK, and he shows it right now with an 11-yard gain.
Yeah, Keyshawn Dixon.
11 gets 11.
Interesting formation, guys, for the Mustangs. They have a back that's inverted on the right side, hopefully to get an angle on blocking, and in that time it worked pretty well because they closed out that side pretty good.
As we said before, Woodbridge comes in at 4-0. They had a bye week, and Kennedy comes in at 1-4. Only won a game against South Plainfield.
I think they both beaten South Plainfield this year, right?
I don't know about Woodbridge.
Long time for that snap count. Now going to go run.
Same play, other side.
He's got broke a few tackles. Nice run
wow,
by Dixon.
He's out of the 46.
That was an impressive run.
That's about a 23-yard gain.
That was the same play, just to the other side.
Yeah, I thought so.
He did a nice job of kind of picking his way through the defenders.
Yeah.
Let's see that again. This is not supposed to happen this way, folks.
He's patient. He
Very
finally
nice
cuts
block.
it back now. See the way he kind of like picks his way through there, accelerates. Nice play.
I think it was
nice
number
run.
1 that got him, Jesus Cabrera. First and 10 at the 46. 2 big plays.
There's that inverted back there. You see him on the far end. Gives him an angle.
Nothing doing that time. Number 7 up the middle.
Number 7 is Phil Lindsay.
He's the other runner for JFK, Phil Lindsay. Lindsay and Dixon got all the action last week again. Or was it 2 weeks ago? No, it was last week against Columbia. No, it was 2 weeks ago.
We don't have heights and weights, but number 13, Connor Henny, the quarterback.
He's a big dude.
Yeah,
he's tall. Yeah,
he's
he's a tall, lanky guy.
He's probably got a good view of the field, that's for sure.
His brother was a quarterback a few years ago.
Dixon around the right side this time.
Oh, nothing doing for no gain again.
Woodbridge not fooled that time. There wasn't any room for him to maneuver.
The only thing with JFK is they're very one-dimensional. They don't really have a passing game. They'll very rarely even send, at least the game I saw, they'll very rarely even send guys split. 3rd and 10 now.
So after 2 good running plays, Woodbridge is stiffened.
Certainly made some adjustments, that's for sure.
See big number 91.
91. We don't have a 91.
Must be, maybe I saw it wrong. 92, sorry.
Yeah, 92.
Lamar Knight,
Yep.
6'2", 265.
No, 92 is Javelin Andrews.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right.
This is a passing formation. Oh,
Fakes the pass,
Yep.
now goes forward. Got about 5 on that, so now what are you going to do? Probably going to go for it, I would suspect, right?
I don't know. You'd be giving them awful good field position. That's about a 5-yard gain for Heaney. Looks like they are going to go for it.
could go on a hard count here and see if they can get him off sides.
I don't know how good their punter is. I don't remember from the last game.
Yeah, I was going to ask because
here's only one guy split again.
the long snap counts. Inside handoff to Lindsay. He's got the first down.
Got the first. Pick up of 6.
Nice little counter there, Greg.
Yeah. Started out in one direction, came back the other way.
3 first downs in this drive for JFK. That didn't happen a lot against Colonia.
He hits the hole very quickly, that number 7.
Was that 11 or 7?
Who was
That
it?
was 7.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
All right.
He hit the hole pretty quick.
That's right. Dixon's 11. Okay, 1st and 10 at the 35.
They do have somebody split wide left this time.
Right, and the invert on the other side. And they go that
Goes to
way.
Dixon.
Still up. Gains about 3. Tackle was number 23, Jason Bradley.
Probably just a sophomore.
You observed, you mentioned it before. He picks his spots very nicely, and he's able to change directions pretty quick.
3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7.
And you know, the offensive line for the Mustangs seems to be a little bit undersized compared to the Barons front group there, and they're doing a good job opening up holes.
Yeah, Heaney's ahead above everybody else on his team.
Yeah, he is. They have a very long snap count. And then a handside handoff to Lindsey. He's still on his feet, fighting for the first down. He got pushed back.
He's short of it,
he
but
falls
only
a
by a
little bit
yard.
short. Nice tackle there by, I think that's number 7, Ali Lee, who just refused to let him get the first down.
Quick hitting play.
It was a real quick hitting play.
4 down territory for sure. If they went for it before, they'll keep going for it.
For sure.
Another 3rd down here, Baron Nation. Let's go.
The announcer here is imploring the Baron Nation to cheer the team. 3rd and short.
Yeah, there's some big players along that front line for Woodbridge.
Fake.
Gonna throw it.
Oh, he's
for the
got him
first
wide
time.
open, wide open. Oh, he's sacked. Boy, was he there. Number 30, I can't tell, 32 maybe?
Yeah, he was. He went
Bradley with the sack.
And 8 for the Mustangs.
straight.
Loses about 8 on the play. Now to bring up 4th and 8. Let's take a look at it again. He has some time, and then he doesn't.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that was 44.
Number
Bradley.
44, Isaiah
Isaiah
Jackson.
Jackson. They throw Bradley on
Yeah, he had that. There was nobody covering the guy heading toward the end zone. Nobody was near him. Wish we could see that on the replay, but all he had to do was get 2 more seconds, and he would have hit him.
Let's see what the Mustangs
4th
do
and
here.
9. That wasn't Heaney behind the
No,
center.
it was 39, who is
Michael
Michael Hine.
Linebacker, tight end.
Sort of in an H-back role, but he falls short. And so the Mustangs turn it over on downs, and the Barons will get their first possession.
It gives you a little bit of indication on the confidence of their passing game.
Right, 3rd and 9, 4th and 9.
I don't know. That passing game worked last time almost. He could have got rid of that ball. He had no trouble with a touchdown.
Yeah. Woodbridge had a pretty big blitz coming on that play.
Yeah. 1st down from the 29.
Barons take the field for their first possession, led by quarterback Anthony Santino.
Quarterback is Anthony Santino. High snap.
Here's Lee. Cuts it back. It's a nice tackle there.
It looked more like Lee running somebody over.
Looked like 18 on the tackle, but there was no 18. Maybe 16?
I think it was 52.
Tyler Marcellus, maybe? I don't know, folks. I don't know if you can see the numbers. Well, you can see them. You can see them better on TV.
You can see them better on TV. Yeah, you can, because we have a monitor, folks.
Yeah, but I can't
But you got to
stand
get
watching the monitor.
close.
2nd
Inside
down, handoff.
That's Brown. He gets run out of bounds.
But he's got the 1st down, I think.
Jameer Brown. Brown is senior. Picks up 7.
And that is a Baron
First down.
First and 10 for the Barons on their own 40-yard line.
1st down now at their own 40.
Boy, that's-
Woodbridge.
That's a running formation if I ever saw one.
Here comes Ali.
Cuts it
Ali
back
Lee.
inside, running into
Pick
traffic.
up of about 8.
Lee Jr. on the carry, gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Barons on their own 48-yard line.
And they're going with the no huddle. I like that.
Sure, they got momentum. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Look at that formation, guys. Everybody's tight. Nobody's split out. What do you think they're going to do?
Dare to stop us.
Cabrera goes a little bit. Here comes Lee right up the middle again.
That's a
Gets
nice
across the
tackle.
midfield.
Picked up another Baron first down.
Gain of 3 on the play, resulting in a Baron first down.
Cross midfield, 1st and 10 from the 48 of JFK.
Yeah, you're right. Very tight formation. Inside handoff again to Lee. He's got some room on the outside. He's out to the 40, down to the 35, 30, 25, and he tiptoes out of bounds.
Yeah,
Oh, penalty, late hit.
That was late. And
He was out of bounds, no reason to hit him.
Not only did he hit him late, Mac, he hit him head first. If we can get a chance to see that again, you'll see that he went in with his head. Watch the end of the play. You'll see him come in with his
Juggled
head.
the ball a little bit, then he tucks it away nicely, and he's off to the races.
See that? Head first.
Yeah.
Yeah, gave him a little extra shove. He didn't have to do
Josh
it.
Daniels on the hit.
Personal foul, JFK. Half the distance to the goal.
A personal foul on the Mustangs.
How much was the gain then? 48? See if I can figure this out.
If anybody can, it's
Oh,
you.
Well, wait a minute. They're still moving the chains. They can't let them snap it yet. They did snap it.
Yeah, they
Here
did.
comes Ali.
He's got room to the outside, and he's get run out of bounds at about the 6.
Carry, gain of 7.
So 48, he went down to the 13, and he got half the distance.
No, the 13 was half the distance.
Right. I mean, up to, yeah, exactly.
It was probably a 15-yard penalty.
Right.
So they gave him 13, so it was probably at the 26, right?
From the 48, so we'll give him 22, and here's another one. Here's Ali. He's going to be in. Nope.
No, nice stop
Oh,
there by
boy.
Daniels. Again, Daniels taking this one
Yeah, he's
seriously.
taking him head on. You don't see one guy take Ali down too often like that.
The 3rd and short for the Barons.
Fixing his sock.
Barons can get a first down.
It's 3rd and a long 1. Call it 2. Cabrera goes in a little bit of motion. There's Lee again. This one's
No,
he
he's not in
stopped.
again.
I thought he had it that
oh,
time,
boy.
guys.
But he
he
got
did
the
get-
first
yeah, he got the
down,
first
so it's
down.
only a matter of time.
Gain of 2, doesn't get in the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal for the Barons on the Mustang 1-yard line.
So other than Brown, the one carry, Lee has done the whole job there on the first drive. 49 yards for Lee in this drive.
Here's the handoff. Guess who? And did he
He's
get
in this time. Yes, he got in.
Touchdown, Barons.
Touchdown, Barons!
So the Barons march quickly down the field, helped out by that personal foul.
9 runs, all for positive yardage. The big one was a 22, plus, as you said, the penalty helped a whole heck of a lot.
The extra point.
Holding is Mapoy. You remember that name? We called that
Yeah.
name a lot over the years. And
Kick is up.
And it's good.
Yeah, that is good.
McGarrett good with the kick.
Yeah, boys, right now Woodbridge is the poster child for smash mouth football. They're just lining up bad on bad right now.
See the touchdown.
Yeah, just dance right in there. John,
Whoa.
remember when we
that whoa was about.
remember when we
Just
were
kidding.
at
Remember airplane? Just kidding.
Colonia, John? Woodbridge was having trouble with that high snap.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They had it again there with that.
That's about the only thing that went wrong for Woodbridge that whole night was the
Really?
snapping. Yeah.
McGarrett had a lot of leg, it seems.
Yeah, sure did.
Well, I remember Colonia got the first touchdown, missed the extra point in their first possession. They received, and then it was the rest of the game was wound up 28-6.
Dixon back on the return for the Mustangs.
I just got to look at the cheerleaders. It looks like they may actually have a uniform that will let them be warm when it gets cold
Really?
outside. Yeah, look at them the next time you take a look. Usually they had those.
Here comes
Dressed
McGarrett.
Sort of a line drive, takes a hop.
Picked up at the 16. Little trip. Now he's gang tackled inside the 20, so he didn't make it back to what usually is the mark of a kickoff. You want to get a pass where you would have got it if you didn't return it.
Josh Daniels was the returner. 7-0.
Oh, they are. They're giving it to him. Oh, no, they're short of the, barely short of the 20. So here's the thing. Woodbridge beat Colonia by 21, 22. Colonia beat Carteret by 21. Carteret beat Kennedy by 20-something. What does that tell you about Woodbridge playing Kennedy all the way down that food chain?
They got the work cut
I
out
hope they don't match it. Yeah.
But you didn't look that way in the first drive.
Did not. Inside handoff.
Not again here either. There's Dixon. He's got a first down. He's still
room
going.
around. He breaks a couple of tackles. Now
It's
he
a foot race. It's a pure
He's
foot
at the
race.
40 to the 30 to the 20 to the 15.
Wow.
And finally dragged out of
Dixon.
bounds by Jameer Brown. He saved a touchdown right there. What a run.
Holy cow. He outran the Woodbridge defense.
There we go. Nice little sportsmanship.
We got to see that one again,
Brown touch
folks.
hands.
Some good individual effort on that.
We're going to see that replay in just a second. But what a run by Dixon. There it is. Nice fake on that one. Faked out the cameraman. And here he goes. He's got some room. Now watch him. He hits like another gear. He just accelerates. Gets past Cabrera. And then
drags this guy for 10 yards.
Yeah, but Brown had some fight in him there. It would have been a touchdown. Now back to live action. And that's, I don't know who that was.
I didn't see that either. I wasn't ready for the play. I was too busy watching the replay.
Lindsey.
That was a 69-yard gain.
On the basic, just a handoff, on inside handoff on that. He just really.
I didn't see who carried that, but they gained about 4.
I think it was
Lindsey.
number,
It was Lindsey.
Yeah,
It was
number
Lindsey.
7, Phil
7.
Lindsey.
Yeah, they got to give Dixon a break.
I think he's still in there. Yeah, there he is.
Now you're in the red zone here.
The last time the Mustangs were able to move the ball and then it stalled. So let's see what happens this time. 2nd and about 6. Fakes this throw. Again, it's the H-back quarterback. Number 39 was back there. We've seen that.
Michael
formation
Hine.
before.
It says lineman.
Gain of 3 on the play. The 3rd
Sorry,
and
folks.
2 for the Mustangs.
The Mustangs can get a first down.
This time, kind of a quicker snap for them.
Touchdown, Mustangs.
Mustangs claiming the touchdown. I haven't seen. Yes, and there it is. Touchdown, Mustangs. Who was it?
I don't see who has the ball.
Number 39, Hines.
Michael Hine with a touchdown. Wow.
So they answer right back.
They'll probably go for 2. I don't think they had much kicking going on in the one time we saw them, but I don't remember.
So with a 4-yard, how would you give him? 5? Was that 5-yard, 6-yard run?
I gave him a 3-yard run. They're going for 2.
Odd-shaped line. They're going to throw it inside.
No,
Daniels.
nothing doing.
Denied. So the 2-point try fails. Probably says something about the kicking game for the
Oh yeah. I remember they went for 2 all the time against Colonia.
Take a look at that touchdown. His power. Just put his head down and powered it in.
Yeah, that's a little tough when you're living and dying on the 2-point conversion there.
So in the first drive, Woodbridge gave up 51 yards. In the second drive, they gave up 80 yards. Not indicative of an undefeated team, for sure.
That was a very quick drive for them, too. How many plays? Just
4 plays.
4 plays.
Yeah, the big gainer was just a simple handoff up the middle that he happened to get through the linebackers, and then it was off to the races.
Yeah, Woodbridge has to work on that for sure. They've given up an 11, a 23, and a 69.
Now we can see what kind of kick we got.
You know, did a couple 0 plays. The negative was the sack.
Number 36 is the kicker. That is Seth Perez.
Oh, Oh,
Tries an
Onsider
kick.
and covered by Woodbridge. Number 3, Quado Nyaina.
geez, I don't get that.
Well, if you can't kick, you can't kick.
Yeah, well, I think you're still better pooching it right to the middle and giving them the ball on their side of the 50-yard line. Good Lord.
Well, if I would kick it right over the first wave.
Yeah, a little poochy thing.
I didn't notice were the Woodbridge guys all up because they know there's no kicker?
No, they didn't look like, to me, they didn't
They looked like they looked their regular depth, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I'd move him up the next time if I were to.
That's for sure.
I wouldn't like to give
Short field now for Barons.
Ali and company any extra room here. Holy mackerel.
Minute 31
49
to
of
go.
JFK. Oh, that's a busted play.
Well, we have a whistle. Let's see what happened here. I think they're going to call a false start.
Yeah, they had a offensive guard pulling out and leading the play.
Prior to snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty. Down remains the same.
That guard got a little bit of a head start. That's what the offside was.
Penalty on the Barons.
Let's name that front line. Number 79 is Stephen Daramola, 6 foot, 270 pounds, junior. Number 55 is Zachary Smolder, another 6-footer, 230 pounds, another junior. So back here
There
comes
goes
Lee.
Ali Lee. Oh,
One
boy.
tackle, nope, he didn't. I thought he had one tackle to break, and he couldn't break
Number
it.
20 got him, it looked like. Although I have no
I think
20.
it's
Maybe 28?
28.
Michael Calvert. He's still
Number
short of the
54 is-
first. He picked up,
Is Scott
let's
Brum.
see, 5'9", 11. 11 yards for Lee, Ali Lee.
Going along that front line.
Second and 4. High snap. Delayed handoff. Shoot, just about a first down. Let's see if they measure where they mark it.
Let me finish that front
I'm sorry.
line. That's all right. Number 54 is Scott Bremirski. He's another junior, 6 foot, 215. Number 52 is Jordan Harris, another junior, 6 foot, 245. Everybody's 6 foot tall on that front line.
Yeah,
Like a straight line.
third and about a half a
Number
yard.
60 is Aiden Velez. He's 6'3".
Ali dives.
240.
There's a flag coming in.
That only one of the front line is a senior. I think they're all rest of them all juniors. That bodes well for
Sure
next
does.
year.
Yeah. The guard, number 52, Jordan Harris, has been pulling out quite a bit and doing a nice job with some lead blocks.
Holding in the offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Actually, I'm running all juniors. The whole front line was holding penalty there.
3rd and 11.
All the way back 10 yards, 3rd and 11 now for the Barons. Let's see if they can air something out. We have not attempted a pass yet.
Say that. They have not attempted.
Neither team's attempted it. Well, kind of the attempted one, but they didn't throw it. 3 receivers, 2 right, 1 left.
Rankins goes in motion.
Oh, that was a dangerous pass. It was right there. The Kennedy defender
Good play by Kennedy. They
almost
had that
looked like if he
stuff down.
turned around, he could have picked it.
Yeah, he really sniffed that out.
It'll be 4th and long now for the Barons.
Let's see that again. Watch how close this Kennedy guy came up.
Take the hand off.
Look at him. There he is. Ooh. Not blocked. Loss of about 5 on the pass, 4th and long.
And that'll.
I thought it was number 18. But
It was, I think.
I don't see
Oh,
18
did let
on
the
our.
clock expire.
The end of the
Second
first
quarter.
JFK 6 and your Woodbridge Barons 7.
So that'll do it for the first quarter.
Woodbridge High School would like to welcome
Very
back
competitive
some
first
very
quarter.
important Barons. Tonight,
Yes,
the
it
class of
was.
1979
Kennedy's
is celebrating
outgained
their
Woodbridge so
40th
far. They're just
reunion.
behind by a point.
Also in attendance is the class of 1969.
Dixon's having a
who are
terrific game. He
celebrating
came
their
into
50th
the
class reunion.
game with 28 carries for 306 yards,
A
averaging
big welcome
almost
to the
11
class of
yards a carry.
1969. 50 years ago, this
His long,
class
though, was a
peace
97
and love
yarder.
and continuing that peace and love,
Stats we
the
have
class
here.
of
He has 3 touchdowns,
1969
so
would
like to dedicate it.
ensuring
he has breakaway
To
capability.
honor past, present, and future
I'll tell you,
players.
besides that nice offensive series they had, their defense is doing
Thank you.
fairly well too. I mean, that last play was pretty indicative. They sniffed out that little quick screen There were some nice tackles on Ali before the first score. So
Yeah, so far this looks like anything but a 1-4 against a 4-0.
You're right.
Barons in a passing formation now. They got
Another
the
punt.
field.
They're going to punt.
Oh, okay.
Back deep is number 1, it looks like. Except we don't have a number 1 on the roster. You're right, John. Those numbers are really hard to see.
Oh, it's terrible.
From
I'm not even
window.
trying anymore. 52, Khalil Rashad.
What were they
is on
thinking? They weren't
defense.
thinking about us when they picked those uniforms, huh?
Good rush.
Nice
side
height.
punt.
Wow,
Fielded
very
by
nice.
Dixon. Nobody lets it go.
It's Dixon. It's 2-1.
Wow, nice stance by
Dixon
the
got too
Mustangs.
close to that.
That's
though.
what I was
He
just going to
He
say.
needs to run away from that one. You're not going to catch it. Run away.
Yeah. The ball has 2 points on it. It can bounce any
Yeah,
way.
it's not a baseball. It doesn't bounce straight.
That was a nice defensive stand.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, to your point,
Yeah.
Greg. I mean, we talk about the running of Dixon, and it was, you know, the big play. Of course, one huge play, but the defense has been solid.
Yeah. Very rarely can you bring that Ali guy down with one player, and it's happened a couple of times. Some nice tackles on him. He's going to get his yards no matter what.
He's already got him. He's going to have an easy 100-yard game.
Hine again in at quarterback. Takes the hand now, gives it to Dixon. He's going to try to go around the left side.
Nothing
Nothing
doing,
there.
maybe a yard.
Let's see who's at the bottom of that pile.
Carry, tackled by Brown.
I think it was Brown, number 6 for the Barons. Jameer Brown. We've heard his name, called his name a bunch of times.
2nd and 10 for the Mustangs.
Homecoming today here at Woodbridge High.
It's always exciting for the students.
Yeah, we did Colonia's homecoming last week. And JFK's homecoming next week.
Homecoming's always a lot more fun when your team is undefeated.
2nd and 9.
Line pitches it this time. That's Lindsey trying to get some outside. Can't turn the corner.
That was Isaiah Allen who really made that play for the
Yeah,
defense. He
really
didn't get
did.
the tackle, but he forced them way outside.
Flag on the play.
And then 2 guys came in to make the tackle and prevent a gain. Watch Allen make him go way out.
Yeah, he busted the play up. And finally,
I think
a host of Barons are on.
the second guy came in and I think threw
Personal
an arm.
foul.
That's what that-
Woodbridge, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run.
That'll
It will be a personal foul on the Barons. A 15-yard penalty.
Looked like right towards the end of that play, the tackler, the second guy in on the tackle, came in a little high.
42-yard line.
That last play, by the way, the Mustangs were in an unbalanced line to our side, which gives them an extra blocker, and that's the way they went.
Same thing again.
number 5. Maury Carrington splits wide left. We're going to flag for the flag snap.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty from previous spot.
Offsides on the
Another
Barons.
5-yard penalty against the Barons. Takes it up 20 yards.
5 for the
Nothing going well
Consecutive plays.
for Woodbridge.
So now the Mustangs have the ball at their own 47. Hines still in the center.
Oh, nothing.
Keep
That was
it
a
this
busted
time.
play. No,
I
he
think
wasn't
that was
supposed to
design.
keep it. No, I don't think so. I don't know. We'll never know, but it's sure like I'd love to see it again. He turned and he hesitated. It looked like nobody was there for him.
Looks like it's a committee at quarterback over there for the Mustangs, right?
Let's watch it again.
6 on the play. That will be a Mustang first down.
It could be. Maybe I'm wrong. It could have
He
been.
did stick his arm out.
Yeah, I thought he looked like he was going to
Successful.
Whatever it was, yeah. It picked up
pass it or hand it
first
off.
down.
Either way,
So 1st and 10 Mustangs at the Baron 47 now, or 48. Here's Dixon again, tries to get outside. Nice
no more.
play there.
No
Yeah,
more.
they closed that out.
Yeah, that was number 52 who shot through there and made that
Jordan
play.
Harris.
Off to Dixon on the play is a 5-yard loss.
They just protected the corner and
Dixon
strung
laying
that
down
out.
on the field. That's not a good thing for Kennedy, and the players are now calling for.
Injured player on the field.
And that's Dixon.
Oh, that's going to be a rough one. So before the game, I counted. Kennedy had 33 guys in uniform.
Right.
Woodbridge had 55. 33 is not a lot for a varsity football team anywhere.
So I noticed that I was told the cheerleading coach for the Woodbridge Baron, Cricket Gulix.
Yep.
Yeah, she shaved her heads for the St. Baldrick's.
Oh, wow.
No
along
kidding.
with Joe Ward. Yep.
Oh, that's why Joe's bald.
Yeah.
Ah.
And the cheer coach too. So that's a really, nice thing by those two folks. I remember a number of years Charlie Kenny shaved his head.
Yeah.
He was a scary looking dude when he did
Right
that.
there.
Charlie Kenny, freeholder.
But he
former
kept
first
his
ward.
hair the same way.
Yeah.
He got shaved a couple years and then he kept it in the same style.
He still do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, he doesn't. I didn't know he's got a full head of hair. I saw him today, actually.
Yeah. So,
Craig, I was saying to John before the game started, with the Barons being 4-0, I could remember clearly playing on that undefeated team at Kennedy, and it was right around 4-0 and 5-0 when we really started to say we could go this whole season and not lose a game. You started to feel it,
is that around you did around 5 as we see Dixon walking off on his own
But
strength,
gingerly,
but very gingerly. Yeah, that's not
it's not good. Not a good sign for Kennedy's
I'm not sure we
team.
will
But
see him
more
again.
important right now that he's okay.
Let's hope so. He's an exciting player.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, he makes things happen, that's for sure. Is that our man, Dr. Swan, out there, John? Can't tell. Walking right next to him in the gray jacket.
Don't know. I wasn't looking.
15 for the Mustangs.
It would make
Second
sense.
and 15 now after the 5-yard loss.
Line gives it inside to Lindsay. He breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet, gets down to the 44.
Woodbridge has given up way too many yards on the ground. Way too many big plays.
So they get back all that was lost on the preceding
And
play.
then some.
And then some. Another player looks like they're down on the field over there for Kennedy. Oh boy.
Oh no, not and then some. They just got back what they lost. Third and 10.
I thought he was much further
I thought he
down
was
the
way
field.
further. Yeah, maybe he stepped out of
I think
bounds.
that he's right. I think the ball should be marked right where the referee's standing, and they don't want to stick.
He's got
the
his
stick.
right foot down.
Yeah, but they don't want to stick the stick where the young man
Oh,
is
because the
laying on
guy's
the
laying
ground.
down. Yeah. So it is a gain of about 9.
But let's hope that's not. Well, you hope it's not. I wish it was no one, but certainly Lindsay's been the other guy who's carried the ball the most.
Yeah, they put the field
them.
down in the middle there. You see it? 44-yard line.
Oh, there it is. Yep. So give him 9, not 5.
And we see the coaching staff conferring with their parents.
Coach Joe LaSala.
He can't be thrilled with the way that the JFK has been able to move the ball.
No, not at all.
Woodbridge, they're a little lethargic right now. I think sometimes you get that when you're a big, when you're expected to win overwhelmingly. It can creep up on you. And so far, nobody told the Mustangs that they're supposed to get their butts kicked here. So they're playing like they belong here.
Third down.
Can't see
It's a huge
who the
play for
player was.
JFK
That's
now,
on
nor
the
can I.
I mean, I can see him, I just can't read a number. Hines stays under center. There's a little movement there, no call. Hines gonna roll it out. Looks like he may gonna try and throw. He is, throws downfield. Intended for number 33. It looked like there was some contact there. It's intended for
Yeah, I don't know if
Carrington.
that was interference or not. It looked like he was interfered with before the ball got to
I
him.
think we got rough in the path.
But yeah, but the penalty's way back.
Well, I think there might have been a couple.
Well, the question I was going to ask is we don't know
Personal
about Hines as
foul.
a passer.
Defense. Roughing the quarterback.
Yep.
15-yard penalty.
It'll be automatic.
Take
first
another
down
look at
for
that
the
play.
Mustangs.
Yeah, he got it.
And he went to his
Well, you
head,
see, he's
too.
going down before the ball ever got there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there was. Yeah, I think Carrington's right. He's going, come on, man, you knocked me down. So another penalty.
29.
That's quite a few penalties on this drive, right? It seems.
Well, they had the.
There's 3 penalties.
Yeah.
They gained 35 yards on penalties. Up the middle.
Nice little gain.
Who was that?
Numbers, I don't know.
Velez on the carry. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be second.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
and 6 for
16.
the
We don't
Mustangs.
have him on our roster.
16, we have Tyler Marcellus.
I think it was Lindsey that got hurt, so that would mean both running
Oh
backs
boy.
are
So
hurt.
Heaney's not in, neither running back's in.
Sorry. And according
Second
to
and 7.
according to the stats that we have here, I'll tell you in a second. Fake handoff. No, see, that's a design play, John. He picks up just a couple of yards on that. Talk about Mustangs not throwing the ball, man. Heaney has thrown the ball 35 times this season. Lindsey has thrown it twice, and the rest of the team's thrown it once. Even if that's high, that would mean that the pass we just saw was only his second of the season. The other thing that the Mustangs are doing here is eating up a lot of clock.
This game's moving along at a clip, a very good clip because of all the runs.
Yep, 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first
So
half.
Kennedy actually threw the ball only once, right?
They threw it once, correct. And they got 1 sack.
And Woodbridge has yet to throw it, right?
Well, no, I think that was.
Oh no, they had a
pass.
loss
It
on
was
it. Yeah, they had a
screen.
loss. Yep.
Although I'll tell you the truth, it might have been a lateral because it looked like it might have gone backwards.
So the mystery is why Heaney's not in the game. Did he get hurt and we not see it?
Maybe. Here's the pitch.
Nothing doing. Meta rolled forward to close to a first, but a couple of yards short.
That was Jeffrey Gonzalez, number 2.
Short gain.
He's met by number 44.
They'll clearly go for it here.
And 2
Yeah,
for the Mustangs.
4th and 2 from the 21.
Lindsey's coming back in the game. That's a good
That's
sign
good, yeah.
for the Mustangs. And it's good. Look, we all know we don't want anybody getting hurt.
I can't see on the sideline. It looks like I think they see Heaney.
I don't see Dixon now.
You can't miss Heaney. He's just the tallest guy in the whole team.
Yeah, there he is.
4th and short.
Give it to
Oh,
Lindsey just in the
nothing
game.
doing. Welcome. Oh boy.
A tackle for
He's lucky he held on to that. Number 1, Jesus Cabrera was on that. Number 44, Isaiah
first
Jackson.
and 10 on their own 42-yard line.
Everybody in tight. He's right
Nice
there.
to meet you, boy. Look at that.
Yeah, it was Jackson.
Jackson
again at
was
the
a big
bottom.
play.
Yeah, number 44.
Yeah, he anticipated that very well.
Woodbridge takes over on their own 22. Scott Premierski, number 54. Jordan Harris, number 52.
So the Barons take
Took a
over with a little
timeout.
over 6 minutes, and it's going to be a timeout by the Mustangs.
Timeout, JFK.
Score
that's
Woodbridge
their
7 and
first timeout of
JFK
the half.
6. Had a good game.
Woodbridge Elk soccer shootout
far.
is taking place
I didn't note
at
the time they
Woodbridge
picked
High
up
School on Friday night,
took over on
October
that
18th
possession,
from
but
6:09
the
p.m.
Mustangs ate up a lot of clock.
It is a
Yeah, well,
free event.
aided
All
by
soccer
3
enthusiasts
big
are welcome
penalties
to
at
join
least,
the
right?
competition.
So it looks like one of the classy teams in the division here is New Brunswick.
Yeah.
They just had a very tough break because one of their players was deemed ineligible, but they used them for 5 games. So they went from 5-0 to 0-5, all disqualified,
Yeah.
disqualified, and all games turn into losses.
But I read they could still make the playoffs somehow. With
Yeah.
only 3 games left to go. I guess they'd have to win them all and win them by
Have
a
to win
lot.
them all.
Yeah, well, the playoffs, there used to be a rule that you'd have to be 500 or better, and you don't
That's
have
not
to
the
do
rule anymore, right?
Not anymore, no.
But the problem for Woodbridge is if they would have beat New Brunswick, then New Brunswick at that time would have been 7-0. That's major power points. Now if they beat New Brunswick in 2 weeks at 2-5, it's a whole lot less power points. So that's where it really impacts Woodbridge. Handoff, Ali Lee.
Goes around our right
There he
side.
goes.
Yeah, he gets
Gains
driven out
about
of
8.
bounds.
Lee Jr. on the carry.
Number 28
Gain of 8 on the play, the second
for the
two
Mustangs.
Barons.
That's Michael Calvert drives him out of bounds.
You know, the funny thing, Craig, if the Zebras New Brunswick does manage to squeak into the playoffs, you got a real problem there because.
Oh yeah, because they're going to be a low seed, and you're not going to want them.
Yeah, nobody's going to want them.
Here's Lee again, accelerates this time.
Gets across the first down, almost to the 35.
Lee Jr. on the carry.
I think that was he was able to drive that pile and get that first down because he was met before the first down marker. So nice play by Lee.
McGarrett coming in now. As is number 6, Jameer Brown.
Holding the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Woodbridge hurting themselves again.
Yeah, Woodbridge is definitely out of sync. You can see it.
Lee came into the game with 690 yards, averaging.
And that's only 4 games.
Second and
Correct.
10 for the Barons.
Averaging 7.6 yards a game. 91 carries.
Second and 12. Here's a pass. Got it to Brown. Gain of about 7 or 8.
First pass of the game, first completion of the game. Little conversation going on the sidelines.
And 7 for the Barons.
John, this is very reminiscent of that Colonia game where Colonia was hanging in there, and then in the second half, the Barons just woke up.
Yeah, I think it was only 14-6 at the half. Oh, that's a busted play, something along there. Yeah, there's the flags.
There's a flag on the play.
Barons were in a spread formation there, looking like they were going to throw the ball again.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, previous spot.
5-yard penalty. The 3rd and 10 for the Barons.
Third and 10 now. Flag again. I think number 1 moved.
I think they had two guys
Prior
in
to
motion.
snap, full start, offense, 5-yard penalty.
Boy, 3rd and 15.
They're going backwards.
Now for the Barons on their own 12-yard line. Excuse me, 16-yard line.
Santino probably air it out now.
Not now, when? 3rd and 15. Drops back, gets some pressure,
Throws it long, he's got 11.
Wide open.
Oh, short.
Wide open was
Dayton Rankins. He had him, but he just outran it.
The ball was underthrown.
And that was a pressure. That was because of the pressure.
Right, he couldn't step up.
Santino, yeah,
he couldn't step up.
Couldn't get anything on it. Yep.
He had to throw it kind of flat-footed. Santino's hobbling off.
Yeah, he comes off limping.
But he made a nice play to get some time, and then he got some pressure. And
oh boy, Rankins was wide open.
Ollie Lee is also the punter. I didn't realize that.
Yep.
Josh Daniels back deep to receive the kick.
Short, almost blocked.
High, but not far. It hit somebody. I think it may have hit a JFK player, but Daniels picks it up anyway and spins down to the 40.
Oh, and he was 1 tackle away from a bigger game.
He was, yeah. I think that may have hit
I don't know.
One of the JFK players.
If it is, boy, shame on them. You can't be near that ball on a punt.
From the Baron 40-yard line.
That punt should have been blocked.
It looked like it almost looked like it was.
If he had really sold out and got 100%, he would have easily blocked that punt. He just let up at the last minute.
See if we can tee this replay up.
Mustangs with very good field possession to start this with 5:07 to go.
At 40 yards from the lead.
Hine keeps it this time, goes forward, knocks
Gain of
a
8.
player back and picks up 8. Yeah, let's see that punt one more time.
Gonna get to take a look at the punt. Just watch at the last minute. If he sold out and went completely level, he would have had it right there. He just gave a little spot.
Yeah.
Let's see if it hits someone. Maybe no, it hit. Yeah,
Hit the number 4 maybe.
I think it may have hit a Marin player, but yeah.
So gain of 7, 3rd and 3.
Looks like a passing offense.
Fake the pass, tucks it underneath,
Wow.
does Hine, and he goes forward, gets the first down. Yeah.
This is where we need Aaron Anders on the sideline. We can go to Aaron and find out what's wrong with Connor Heaney.
Gain of 4 on the play. That is a first
And
down
Dixon.
Mustangs.
Well, Dixon we know got hurt. We
Right.
didn't see Heaney get hurt.
That's true. Is that Dixon sitting on the bench?
Yeah, that's him. I can tell that. Hey, look, the one number we can tell tonight
The
here,
11?
folks, is 11. Everything else is up in the air. So first down for Kennedy.
You're right.
Inside the 30.
They invert that one
Yeah,
ostensibly receiver.
gives him a little angle for blocking. That's a hold right there, but it didn't
Nothing
matter.
doing. Probably lost a yard.
It didn't matter.
Well, I would have pushed him way back. Who's that, number 20?
Carrington on the carry. It's a short loss on the play.
Mighty
Second
Carrington.
and 11 for the Mustangs.
There's Kamani and Kamari Carrington. What are they trying to yell at the sideline there?
He just picks it up and goes forward, picks up about 3 or 4 on the play, gets it down to the 25, and that'll bring up 4th and 6.
No, they had a first down. It's third down.
Oh.
They had a first before.
Oh, okay. Yard marker says 3rd.
Yeah, they had 2 plays, got a first, and then 2 plays.
Okay, so it's 3rd down. Sorry. Well, it's 2 down territory then, so.
Hayden Velez coming in now for Woodbridge, number 60. Big dude. What is he? 6'3", 240. 36.
Bit of motion, and gives it off inside, nothing
So
there.
the 29, no, can't be 29. Probably Calvert, 28.
Albert on the carry. No gain, tackled by Bradley on the play. It will be 4th and 6 for the Mustangs.
4th down and 6.
Barron, 25-yard line.
No one got fooled by that counter that time.
Yeah. So big play here for both teams. Barons like to get it back with a couple of minutes to go and a chance to get some more points on the board. And of course, JFK would love to get the lead.
Clock running.
But without Dixon, they don't, and the inability to throw the ball, they're really without any quick strike.
They probably call timeout right before, run the
good,
clock down as much as they can and not give Woodbridge a chance to score if they don't get it in.
Craig, you didn't see the opening, but they this Sunday is the Township Athletic Hall of Fame banquet, so they honored some of the inductees here. It was very nice. It's got a nice class. Basketball players, some track guys from JFK.
Hey, Dave Gizella was here from JFK.
The team I played on is in. I'm not in as an individual.
That's right. You ended up being undefeated that one season, right?
Yeah.
Well, you said it must. They say that too. When somebody's pitching a no-hitter, they don't really think about or approach a game until like the 5th inning or so, and then they start to kind of realize that,
Yeah, there's possibilities. It just starts to allow it.
Little inkling.
You start to allow to
it
think.
seeps in there, and you start to think about it. Exactly right.
Connor Heaney now is a wide receiver.
Daniels in at quarterback, takes the snap. And
Fumble recovered by Woodbridge, number 57 all over that, Sebastian Montlouis.
They tried to hand it off on the inside, nothing there, and the Barons take over first turnover of the game.
That's a punt.
Well, it didn't really matter because it was 4th.
We're going to see that play again.
Yeah, they just
Never got it.
There wasn't a good exchange there right from the beginning.
But now somebody explain to me why Connor Heaney is in the game, not quarterbacking, but playing receiver.
Well, I think with injuries and stuff, they're expecting a little bit more out of the players. So I think the guy that they have playing quarterback's a little bit more of a running threat than Connor, maybe.
Yeah, but this was even a different quarterback. That's probably part of the problem. I don't know how many guys take reps that the quarterback during practice. Well, let's see what the Barons can do with 1:45.
Very nice tackle there.
Yeah, to Justin. Well, the kicker got the pass.
start at their own.
How many kickers do you know that played receiver?
Welcome to high school football, ladies. Yep.
Quick count.
Pick up a 6, another pass.
Throw out
Back
to
to
the
McGee.
flat.
Oh, he missed this one.
Oh,
He
almost
picked
picked
it
up,
off.
and he did pick it off on the
He
deflection.
got it in the air. Yeah, he got it in the air.
Kamari Carrington. Let's see what they say. Yeah, they say it's JFK
Wow.
Pass is intercepted by the Mustang.
Ruggiero was running with it before he caught it, and he tipped off his hands right to Carrington.
Yeah, he made a nice tackle the play before. Kamari did a nice
Mustangs
job.
get it right
We got
back.
to see that again. I hope we got a good angle on that. It's hard because the players are all blocking our camera view. Here it is.
A lot of time. Gets it out there. Nice pass right into his hand. Just gets tipped and kind of
Yeah,
ends up in his hand.
wow.
Oh yeah, it's not even close. That's a
First and
interception.
10 from the 34.
As I said, the play before he made that nice tackle, that open field tackle, it was big. So that was a good series for him.
Minute 21 to go.
Passing formation here. They're spread out.
Mustangs though just one
Nothing
time
doing.
out. Yeah.
Quick handoff to the right.
Lindsay on the carry, gain of 1.
Lindsay gets it up and everything. As I said, there's only one timeout left for the Mustangs as the clock continues to run. You're gonna have to go faster than this if they want to try and make something happen here.
Yeah, surprising what they're taking their time.
As I
here.
said, they don't throw the ball very often. They've only done that 38 times all season. Now we're down inside a minute.
Yeah,
so.
38's less than 10 a game, less than 8 a game.
Only thrown it twice today. Attempted throw twice. Here's a handoff. This time some room, and they got clipped, or he had a big hole there. If
He did. He
was almost gone.
I thought it was a
looks like
fumble.
It might have been fumble.
Yeah,
Woodbridge
it was.
says it is, and it was.
Is a fumble
So
recovered by the
Pajak,
Barons.
Michael Pajak gets the
First and 10
handoff.
on their
He was
own
one step away
21-yard line.
from breaking it, and he ended up fumbling the ball.
Looked like he was changing hands. See that play again.
See,
Oh, no, he
punched
was
it out.
hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now 52
Number
punched
52,
it out.
Jordan Harris,
Yep.
got the hit there to make him fumble.
Knocked him loose.
Now let's see if Santino airs it out. He's got
Just
Cabrera
32
and Rankins
seconds
right.
to go. Woodbridge has
3
all
plays.
3 timeouts, but
All right, more than that with timeouts.
JFK takes their last timeout.
Timeout JFK. That is their last of the half.
They start off at their own 29. Now, while Dixon's on the bench, I think that takes away the real breakaway threat that the well, that's not. I think Jack is on. I think Woodbridge has a lot of breakaway capability.
A lot of enthusiasm.
I think they're having some fun tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Coach Gulix is behind us taking pictures of the replay screen.
Hey, what's up, Cricket?
Santino, now he's going to tuck it under now.
Put that ball
Gets
away.
it down, gets out to the 40.
Lee was going deep. He came back for the ball very wisely. He was open.
First down.
Kyle Anderson must be watching the game on Facebook because he just corrected me for pronouncing Crickett's name wrong. He just texted me and told me how to pronounce it.
Nice job here. Getting the whole thing with St. Baldrick's. That's great. That's great. Good example for the kids.
It cut down my shower time.
cut down shower time, yeah.
Coach Gulix looks a lot better than Joe Ward, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, Joe Ward's not a good-looking bald man.
There's a bad joke there.
Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. My favorite athletic director there, Joe Ward, does a good job.
He does a terrific job.
He does.
All our guys
He's a
do.
good
We
guy.
got Warren's new at JFK, and
He's the only guy that gives us that weekly update, which I like,
yeah.
because you get to keep track of the other sports.
His
23 seconds to go.
3 plays, I'd say.
I'd say 3 plays.
40-yard line.
motion.
Timo steps up, throws
He's
it
got
deep.
7. Ali
He's
Lee,
open.
got
He
him,
gets it.
got him,
Beautiful
got him,
pass. That's going to be a touchdown.
Wow.
A 59-yard touchdown play.
Hit him in stride.
What a beautiful pass. Right into the hands of Lee. And what a devastating blow for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
There they are, 7-6, looking to go into halftime, down a point, and boom.
That ball was on the money.
It was
That was
perfect.
beautiful.
On the money.
Hit him perfectly in stride. We got to see that sucker again, boy.
Boy set to hold.
I think Mayor McCormick could
Guy
have caught
for
that
it.
pass.
No, I would not have been open.
You're more of a tight end, John.
I'm more of a water boy.
Snap is back. The kick
Gizella
is
is
up,
good.
and it is good.
A lot of leg there.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, you see Kennedy with no
59
kicker,
yards.
you realize how valuable it is to have a guy that's automatic.
Flag on the play here, folks.
There's a flag in the play, but let's see the replay in the meantime.
He creates a little space, steps up.
Look at that
Has
pass
some time.
protection. The pass protection
There
was
you go. But here
incredible.
it's just perfect.
Right over.
And he took something off it. He didn't fire it all the way down. You know what I mean? He didn't go all out.
And the Kennedy defenders collided. They were there. They had good coverage. And they collided with each other.
Guys, let's take a look at this one more time. I want you to see the time that he has and the blocking. If we get to see it one more time. Look at this. They ride him out. They ride
Holding
him out. These guys
defense.
got it blocked. Look at all of that.
10-yard penalty, which will be enforced in the kickoff. The extra point is good.
Good job, offensive
He
line
gets
of the
the
Barons.
Yeah,
step.
they were only a half a step behind him. You're right, but he still hit him perfectly.
Is good.
And there'll be a penalty enforced on the
But what I'm saying is,
kickoff.
it's not like he just threw it as far as he could. He really finessed that pass.
Yeah, he put it right where it needed. There wasn't too many other places to be other than right there.
And boy, what a morale deflator for
You got
JFK.
it. Yeah. Tough way to finish. I mean,
I
they
think
get
they outgained the Barons.
But think about that last series of plays for JFK. They get an interception. Looks like they turn it over on downs. Or they turn it over on a fumble. They get an interception. They get the ball right back. They turn it over again. 2 plays later, 59-yard touchdown.
I mean, until that play, I think JFK might have had more offensive yards than the Barons.
And we all thought we were going into halftime at 7-6.
Right.
Yeah, it's a crushing blow.
Yeah, what do you say to your Kennedy team, boy?
And I think you say you played a heck of a first half, guys.
Yes, let's
Keep
go.
it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's not
And
turn
you
the
say to
ball
your
over.
Woodbridge team, do you guys realize that you come in here undefeated and you basically played even with a 1-4 team and a half?
Yeah.
But for that last play,
And if you're Woodbridge, you got to say too many penalties, guys.
Yeah.
you got to fix something on defense. Well, with Dixon out, it's going to be different in the second half
Well, I
if
think
he stays out.
Coach LaSala has the experience to right the ship, and
14 seconds to go.
I don't see if 11 is still up or not. Short
kind of
kick.
a push
there's a
kick.
poocher.
Boom.
A short kick.
23, Jason Bradley. 51, Dylan Bradley.
9 seconds, probably only.
What, are they the Bradley boys from basketball? I guess they might be.
9 seconds
The two
remaining
big
in the
guys.
first half.
Probably only one play.
If that's the case, the Twins, they just jointly had a tackle there.
And it looks like they're just lining up in the victory formation. In
Yeah,
this
they're going
case,
to
the
just
end of the
take
first,
a knee, yeah.
first half formation.
that's what my wife says about the Jets, the second play of the game. Why don't they just take a knee? I'm like, honey, they don't do that till the end.
And he does, and that'll take us to halftime with the score: Woodbridge 14 and JFK 6.
Homecoming.
And that will do it for the first half.
Stay with us, folks.
Yeah, we'll get to see Lisbeth's daughter. She's one of the contestants for Homecoming Queen.
Brianna, right?
Brianna De Jesus, our colleague in public service, Councilwoman Lisbeth De Jesus.
It's all very competitive first half.
Really was. It was surprising given what we thought coming in.
Well, I'm sure both coaches are going to talk to their team in halftime, and we'll see what we got.
We'll take a break. Stay with us.
Homecoming Queen, Mia Rosado, and King, Ryan Vasquez. Our first nominee for Homecoming Queen is Catherine Caterpillar. Catherine is a member of the cross country and the winter and spring track and field team. She's also a member of the Heroes and Cool Kids Initiative, the National Honor Society, the Freshman Mentors, and the Sign Language National Honor Society. Outside of school, Catherine has volunteered with the Senior Olympics, and her future plans including continuing her education and becoming a nurse. Catherine is walking with our first King nominee, Isaiah Pajaro. Isaiah is a varsity swimmer, as well as a member of the Interact Club, the National Honor Society, the Freshman Mentors, the Computer Club, and the STARS Mentoring Program. Isaiah has also volunteered for the Senior Olympics. After high school, Isaiah plans to go and study computer engineering in college. Our second Queen nominee is Christina Klapsich. Christina is a member of the 2019 Spring Musical, the Drama Club, the French Honor Society, and the National Honor Society. Outside of WHS, Christina is a substitute CCD teacher, as well as a teacher's assistant at an aftercare program. After WHS, Christina plans to attend an art school to become an interior designer. Christina is walking with our second King nominee, Daniel Tajes. Daniel is a member of the show choir, the drama club, the spring musical, the French Honor Society, the National Honor Society, the dance club, and is a senior class officer. Outside of school, he dances at the Jill Justin Dance Alliance, was in a Plays in the Park production of Newsies, and was a choreographer for a community dance competition in Spain. Daniel hopes to attend Princeton University and wants to work conducting research in the field of chemistry. Our third Queen nominee is Brianna DeHacy. Brianna is a member of the girls varsity basketball team, the Youth Council for the Society of the Prevention of Teen Suicide, the Student Advisory Council, and Youth in Government. Outside of WHS, Brianna is an NJSIAA Central Jersey Ambassador, was a volunteer for Hispanic Heritage Festival and the Caseby Backpack Drive. Her future plans include studying fashion media at LIM or the Fashion Institute of Technology. Our next King nominee is Javier Pazmino. Javier is the National Honor Society President and is a member of the soccer team, the Spanish Honor Society, the Heroes and Cool Kids Initiative, and the Interact Club. Outside of WHS, Javi is a summer camp counselor at the Woodbridge Community Center. His future plans include majoring in journalism, minoring in political science at a New York college. Our fourth Queen nominee is Tessie Moncion. Tessie is a member of the track and field team and is in the National Society of High School Scholars. Outside of WHS, she volunteers at a hospital and she volunteers in her church's daycare. After WHS, Tessie plans to go to a four-year college to not only do track and field, but to study to become an OBGYN. Tessie is walking with our fourth King nominee, Emmanuel Thermitis. Emmanuel is a member of the football team as well as the winter and spring track teams. Outside of WHS, Emmanuel is the sound coordinator at his church, and he helped to raise money for the Shriners Hospitals for Children in Philadelphia. After WHS, Emmanuel wants to obtain his master's degree at Georgian Court University in pre-law. Our final Queen nominee is Mackenzie Bork. Mackenzie is currently the captain of both the Varsity Spirit and Competition cheer teams. She's played volleyball and softball and is an active member of the Heroes and Cool Kids Initiative. Following WHS, Mackenzie plans to cheer on a college competitive team while being a member of the NCA staff as well as studying veterinary medicine. Mackenzie is walking with our final king nominee, Kojo Mina. Kojo is a member of the football, track, and volleyball teams, as well as a member of the Stars Mentoring Program and the National Honor Society. After WHS, Kojo plans to major in exercise science.
Somebody shut the key off, I can't.
Ladies and gentlemen, the homecoming royalty, as chosen by the seniors of the class of 2020 are homecoming king Kojo Mina. Homecoming queen Brianna Berezi. Congratulations to you both.
Line up.
John F. Kennedy Memorial High School and Woodbridge High School's 2019 inductees of the Woodbridge Township Athletic Alumni Association Hall of Fame. The class of 2019 will be formally inducted at a ceremony on Sunday at the Woodbridge Community Center. Welcoming the class of 2019 is Mayor John McCormick from John F. Kennedy Memorial High School, Principal Paul Pastorino, AD Warren Rotella, and also Councilman Greg Vaccaro. From Woodbridge High School, Principal Glenn Lotman, Vice Principal Mary Panko, Vice Principal Thomas Perry, and Athletic Director Joseph Ward. Also, we'd like to welcome our Councilwoman, Nancy Drum. And from the Woodbridge High School Township Athletic Alumni Association Hall of Fame Committee, President Nick Sardone, Nancy Contella, Jim Anderson, Mike Yanazzo, and Tom Schmiel. Unfortunately, some of the class of the 2019 inductees are not in attendance tonight, but will be honored at the dinner on Sunday. We would like to briefly acknowledge them. From JFK, cross country and track and field coach Robert Bingham, Dr. Robert Burlage, class of 1975, cross country and track and field athlete. Ann Serena, class of 1983, three-sport star in soccer, basketball, and softball at JFK, and now current Colonia High School softball coach. From Woodbridge High School, Edmund Etzold, class of 1975 basketball, member of the 1975 state championship team. Carrie Huzar Brown, class of 1996, softball great, also played tennis and basketball. Ed Palladino, class of 1991, district and county wrestling champion, as well as first state place winner in school history. Brian Russo, class of 1996, football and wrestling great, as well as the former Barron head football coach. In attendance tonight, we are proud to recognize the following individuals and teams. First, from John F. Kennedy Memorial High School, Dave Gizella, class of 1979. Dave played basketball and baseball. David averaged 18.2 points per game as a senior. In baseball, David was named first team All-State as a designated hitter. He batted .558. David earned a Division I scholarship in baseball to FDU Teaneck, but later transferred to Middlesex County College, where he was named first team All-Region 19, which comprised of the tri-state area. David resides in North Brunswick with his son Derek and daughter Lauren. Frank Ruggiero, class of 1979. Frank earned 6 varsity letters, 3 in football and 3 in baseball. Frank was named All-County in both sports his junior and senior years. In football, as a senior, he co-captained the 1978 Central Jersey 3 Group State Championship team. Frank was also an excellent student and was recruited for football by Princeton University, but instead decided to play baseball at Stevens Institute of Technology. At Stevens, he was named All-Conference 3 times. Frank still resides in Island with his wife, Jennifer. He has 4 children and 3 grandchildren. Frank is a math teacher at Metuchen High School, where he's an assistant golf coach for the boys and girls teams. Coming out. Good. Representing our 1970 indoor track and field team is Barry Sanzelo. Coached by Hall of Famer Herb Hollowell, were co-county champs, enjoyed an undefeated 11-0 dual meet season, and placed second in New Jersey Group 3 state meet. Members of the team in attendance are thank you. So they clear. Woodbridge High School, Keith Hemmings. Now for the inductees from Woodbridge High School. Keith Hemmings Jr., class of 1999. Keith was a 3-year varsity starter in football and was a major contributor to the 1997 state championship team. As a sophomore, he was second team All-County wide receiver. As a junior, he was named second team All-State by the Star Ledger and Offensive Player of the Year by the Home News Tribune, again for his work as a wide receiver. As a senior, he was forced to play out of position as a quarterback, but still earned first team All-County honors. Following his career, he was named to the All-Century team for the 1900s at the wide receiver by the Home News Tribune, his greatest honor. To this day, Keith still holds many of Woodbridge High School football records. Keith also played basketball for the Barons. Following high school, Keith played 4 seasons as a receiver at Boston College, where he participated in 4 bowl games, caught 58 passes, and scored 5 touchdowns. Today, Keith works for Fox News and lives in Weehawken, New Jersey. Our next inductee is John Novack Jr., class of 1991. John was a 4-year wrestler for the Barons, captaining the team for 3 years. As a senior, he was a district and county champion and had a record of 31-4. John was named All-County and All-Area that year. John also played soccer, lettering in sport 3 times, and again was captain of his team for 3 years. John wrestled for 2 years at Keene University before suffering a career-ending elbow injury. John lives in Beechwood, New Jersey with his wife Kelly and son John Matthew. John credits his dad, John Sr., for his athletic success. Ladies and gentlemen, please, one more round of applause for the John F. Kennedy and Woodbridge High School 2019 Woodbridge Township Athletic Alumni Association Hall of Fame inductees.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half. John McCormick, Redford Kara, Craig Coughlin, happy to be with you on homecoming night here at Woodbridge High School. Barons with a 14-7 lead, 14-6 lead, but that easily could have been 7-6, but for a beautiful pitch and catch by Woodbridge with just seconds to go in the first half.
Kennedy kicking off. Another squibber. Feel up. There's a flag before that. Number 57 picked it up. Sebastian
flag here on the opening kickoff of the half.
Not sure if the flag wasn't before Woodbridge players.
Somebody might have touched it before it went the proper way, the proper distance.
Or at least purporting to be incredulous. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's going to be, it must be against the Barons. They're all throwing their hands up. So. They're going way back. They're going to kick it again. I guess it's going to be enforced.
False
start on Woodbridge.
Return on the Barons. Kick will be moved up 5 yards. Lee Brown back to receive.
So a little excitement at halftime with homecoming and Brianna De Jesus being
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Our councilwoman's daughter, as well as Quito Ninette.
Jameer Brown is standing back at the 12 or 13. The chances of him receiving this ball are beyond remote.
Yes,
Yeah.
so far they haven't kicked it at all.
I'd have everybody up to the 35.
That's a little bit better.
And he picks it up. Well, he got the ball, but he got it at the 21. Now he goes around the right side. He's out to the 25, to the 30, 35, 40, and driven out of bounds there. So Brown gets a good return after I make fun of where he's standing on the field. That's why I'm in the booth.
Yeah, well, that was like
Not on the sideline.
screaming line drive, though, Craig. I think you were pretty accurate to say he wasn't going to go that distance.
Looks like the penalty marker is on the play. On the field, I should say. Referee is conferring. You see it there right by the referee's foot.
Usually blocking behind on the back.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, please take out your 50-50 tickets. The winning amount tonight is $250 to be picked up at the apparel tent located
Just made the
next to
motions.
the
Got the
stand.
holding.
And the winning numbers are
Well, holding against the Barons.
924. Again, 719-924.
That official was doing a nice job when he was mic'd up in the first half. I hope he doesn't have a short in there or something.
Looked like he was attempting to turn it.
And roll that folks. The Barons will take over first and 10 on their own 24-yard line.
So you wonder what both coaches said at halftime to their teams. Tough break for Kennedy. They would have only gone down a point, down a point.
Yep.
And Ali. And there he goes!
And he's got room to run. One man to beat. He's going to beat him. Touchdown, Woodbridge.
Wow.
And just like that.
That's what they told him at halftime. Enough of this.
A 76-yard touchdown run by Ali Lee.
Wow.
And the Barons have taken command of the game.
It's nothing special, just to play inside the tackle. And he just saw a little hole and bounced it outside and ran away from everybody.
And nobody able to catch him.
Nope. He just took off and kick is, we'll get that, we're gonna look in a minute. Snap is back, kick is up and good. Yeah, he's become automatic.
We've seen 7 touchdowns, he's 7 for 7. Let's see that again.
Nothing fancy.
No.
Straight hand up.
52 on a nice block
Nice
right there.
back right there.
Freedom.
Yep.
Escapes a couple of people, and that's the problem. You got everybody uptight.
He ran around number 7. Number 6 is going to give it a valiant effort.
He's got a good angle on him.
Number 8 is 6.
Runs out of gas.
Yeah, he looked like
Josh Daniels.
Once Ali gets past the linebackers, it's all over.
Just exploded. Josh Daniels had a good angle on him, but he just couldn't get there in time. He was just too fast.
Shout out to that leading lineman, number 52, Jordan Harris, with a nice block to break Ali on that, get through the line.
Yeah, because he went all the way. He went one way and cut the other way. You needed blockers after that.
Yeah. Back to receive for the Mustangs.
Daniels is back. Along with Calvin. It's going to go to Daniels. Bounces at the 22. Daniels picks it up and runs it out of bounds at about the 26, and that's where the Mustangs will go to work.
The Mustangs will take over first and 10 on their own 25-yard line.
mark it. Well, let's see what they put down.
Yeah, you don't see Heaney's on the sideline, number 13.
I don't see Dixon either in the backfield.
I think I see him standing on the sideline, but I just can't tell for sure. So Hine, the quarterback, 1st and 10, 25.
Quick pitch.
It's Lindsey, still on his feet and getting wrestled down by
Maybe
a host.
maybe three.
Barons.
Gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Mustangs.
Anybody watching on Facebook Live, you can support the Woodbridge Green Team by voting for our sustainable video. You click the link in the video description above and scroll to the bottom of the page.
You gotta love this. I love the Facebook Live. I didn't realize.
Yeah, Kyle
Personal
said it
foul. The offense, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run.
Kyle told me he was traveling in the car,
On the
and he said that
Half the distance.
Bradleys are the guys from basketball, the two twins, or the two twins is redundant, just saying twins implies two.
Penalty against the Mustangs.
I think I told you at halftime I got a text from my son who's in Houston. He said, "Dad, I'm watching you live." In Houston, that's pretty cool.
Personal foul. Offense. 15-yard
My
penalty.
kid's in
Just half
Austin,
the
I should
distance
tell her
to
to
goal.
listen.
Dead ball foul. Second down.
Like that, I don't really care.
your own
So that'll back them up.
Oof, they're really
They
back.
start off now 1st and
14-yard line.
let's see, they're on the 14. They got to go all the way out to the 35. So 21, 1st and 21.
Oof, oof.
Oh, hit hard and Calvert
Calvert on the toss.
may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain. The 2nd down.
Barron's defense is just teeing off now,
Yeah.
man. They're getting in the track stance and
You get the sense that
The 2-yard off there.
it's a different half.
Yeah.
And I know it's a different half, but I mean, you get the sense that it's just, it feels differently.
Well, when your first play is a
76-yard touchdown run.
yeah.
I'm sure Coach LaSalle told the guys to just beat themselves and play the way they've been playing. They'll be fine.
So Woodbridge scores on 2 consecutive offensive plays, right? The touchdown pass followed by the touchdown run.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a flag on the play. Appears to be delay of game on the Mustangs.
Nothing going right for Kennedy
So
right
you
now.
quickly forget that for almost the entire first half, it was a 1-point game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Half the distance.
Back them up even further. Puts the ball on the 6. We'll bring up 3rd and 29.
After the penalty, it is 3rd down.
First time all night, you got split left and a split right.
There's no place to pass the ball, though, with those guys running.
Watch out for the safety here. I don't even go back
Fakes
far
the
enough for a
pass.
safety.
Now he throws it to the middle field, incomplete.
9 and 10 for Daniels.
Kennedy has not punted in the game. They've gone for it on 4th down all the time, but I can't imagine
That is
they would try that now.
Somebody has to
wholesale
punt this.
changes, so I suspect somebody's coming in to punt. So it's because it's 4th and 29 and 7. Let's see who that. I don't know who that is. I can't see who that number is.
too many men.
Too many men. We got a penalty against.
There's a flag appears to be on the Barons. Legal substitution.
Illegal substitution by the Barons, and so Kennedy will get a little bit of breathing room there. Move it forward far. Still make it 4th and a mile.
A 5-yard penalty. The 4th and 22 for the
There's the
Mustangs.
statistics. How many total yards and penalties if you combine both teams? Seems those flags were flying a lot today.
Punt comes out, takes a good JFK roll.
Yeah, sure
Going to
does.
get out to about the 43, and that's where it'll stop. Nice little punt.
A 23-yard
I think that was Michael Calvert who punted that. So Michael did a good job, got the ball out.
But the bad news is Woodbridge has the ball inside Kennedy territory at the 44.
Right.
And as you said, they scored in their last 2 offensive plays.
They get the ball. 1st and 10. K44. I remember when you used to do that, John.
Oh, sure.
Empty backfield.
All sides.
Woodbridge is just not sharp. They have a lot of false starts.
Prior to the snap, full start, offense, 5-yard penalty.
It's the Barons that are moving back. They're coming off a bye week, so
Yeah, we were talking
sometimes you
about
see
that.
the teams be a little lethargic, a little rusty, so to speak.
Yeah. Buys aren't necessarily good for high school players. They're not bad for pros and big-time colleges to rest up, but I think high schools need that weekly routine.
Continuity. Ali, nothing doing this time.
Daniels has him, and now he'll get some help. Nice play there by Josh Daniels to
Winds up being a huge loss.
Gonna lose 11 on that play.
2nd and long.
The 2nd and long for the Barons.
I know. We're just over the 41. They've got to get all the way down to the
34. That's 16 and 9. 2nd and 25.
I think they're going to put it not at the 39. I think they're going to put it at the 41. Something going on with.
It's just, you see,
a new ball.
both teams, you see all the milling around there?
Mhm.
Everybody just kind of standing around. There's just seems to be a lack of focus to a certain extent.
So 2nd and 25 for the Barons. Let's see if they go to the air.
Gotta believe they will. They don't.
Handed inside to Lee. Dances around a little bit, nothing there, and finally stopped by the virtually the entire JFK team.
There was an attempt at a little bit of a counter on the inside, but nobody on the Mustang side got fooled
So
by
they
it.
picked up 3 on that one. That'll bring up 3rd and 22.
5 receivers now for Woodbridge.
Timo
throw it
throws
deep.
it down the middle. Nice ball.
Nobody picked
Intercepted. Lee looking for the interference call. He's
Santino threw it deep to Lee.
Lee is furious that there was no pass interference
He
call.
got knocked down too. The ball was I'm not sure it was.
They will take over on their
It was a
own.
nice
We'll see
throw,
that
but it
again.
was a little short, I think, and I think one of the guys trailing him, but he got run over. Lee got run over.
He threw the ball in almost triple coverage there, though. Look.
He puts his arms. He can't do that. He's face guarding him.
Holly Lee
effectively.
is right about that.
Yeah.
But a break for the Mustangs, no flags. And so JFK will take over with 9:13 to go.
Way back at their own 13.
That served as a punt.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Nothing doing, sweep right.
I think the officials would probably want to take a look at that one again, just for a learning experience.
That was Michael Pajak with the carry. No gain, and maybe they even lost.
So
the
before
yard.
I said I counted 33 Kennedy guys.
Okay.
But there's 11 on the field.
All right.
Now it's 31. So maybe Dixon went off.
Did you count? I think that's Dixon over by the bench over here, John.
Oh, there
over by
he is.
The 40
I
yard
did
line.
not count him.
Inside handoff this time. That is Jeffrey
going.
Gonzalez still fighting.
Got a first down.
First down and gets out to about the 26. Good, strong running there by Jeffrey Gonzalez.
Good second effort.
First carry for him.
Take another look at that run.
Just real determination here. They have him. He's stopped. Doesn't stop those legs from pounding.
Look at
Holding
that.
on to the
Wow.
ball, too.
That is a heck of a run.
Yep.
Exactly.
7 different Barons had a hand on him.
Every coach tells their players, keep moving until the whistle blows.
That was only his second carry of the season. First carry, he got a yard.
Oh, he was a split second away from breaking that.
That was Calvert. He's carried the load, he and Lindsey to some extent. But Dixon's been on the bench since he got hurt.
Yeah, that is definitely him. Trying to see if his knee is up or any bandages on or anything on him, but I can't tell. We need binoculars.
All right, well, Christmas is coming.
Yeah, if anybody wants to get us a Christmas present. Nice set of binoculars. Or just let us borrow them a few times a year.
I have binoculars I can buy.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's a play we've seen several times. They fake the pass and then.
Yeah, but if you can't, if there's no passing game, faking it shouldn't fool anybody.
The 3rd and 4 for the Mustangs.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Harris on the tackle for the Barons.
Now we've seen the Mustangs go for it on 4th down a lot of times.
Yeah, but look where they are now, though. They're deep inside their own territory. They're only in the 31. I cannot imagine that they would go for it if they don't make this. No.
Yeah, we got a whistle.
He took too many steps towards the line of scrimmage, I think. They're only allowed at 1 step, then you got to turn.
Oh, really?
Do you have the...
Hold on, let's see what the call is.
Oh, okay.
Yep, false start. I guess his microphone is out. He was so nice and clear in the first half. I'm sorry, John, what'd you say?
I was going to give the list of the Woodbridge TV35 crew on camera. Emil Brandafi, Adam Chinoy, Wilmar Rubiano, and Kareem Kalaif. On graphics, the great Samantha Roth. Replay, funny guy Joe Fernandez. Engineer Bruno Martins. Technical director Gina Forbes. And director, the man, the myth, the legend, Lee Beckerman.
So that 5-yard penalty makes it 3rd and 9.
One receiver only.
Split far left.
Inside handoff. Didn't fool anybody. Who's that right there? Number 20, 70 something. I couldn't tell. Maybe Alexander Martinez.
And back to Gonzalez.
Yeah, it was. Alexander Martinez.
He didn't.
Is that a 70 or a 79? That's a 70.
4th and 9. Jesus Cabrera on the tackle.
4th and 9, and so they bring in Calvert to punt.
Ali on his own, on the 50. It's nobody's 50. Now he's back in his own territory. Now he's moving up. Now there's timeout.
The timeout.
Barons.
Woodbridge. That is their
Woodbridge ahead 21-6 with 5:42 to go. They take a timeout.
Both teams, there just doesn't seem to be a flow. You know what I mean? It just.
Well, the combination of the penalties.
Right.
Girls soccer is currently 8-4-2, and on the numbers.
JFK plays a slow game. They take a long snap count. Right? They go to the line.
Boys soccer is 8 and 6.
Everybody's.
They will host the home county playoff game.
We've had a lot of
here on
turnovers.
Tuesday
I've lost.
at 6:30.
Yeah.
Had a bunch of turnovers.
Girls
So.
tennis is currently
This is my
6 and
first
6.
time of seeing Kennedy play, but obviously they're doing it with smoke and mirrors. They got kids playing in different positions, and
Girls cross
you know, at
country
times they
is
look pretty good.
5-2 on the season with their counties tournament awaiting. Girls volleyball is 11 and
Well, they come in
7
at
the big game at home Monday
decided
at 5
underdog,
p.m.
as
versus
decided
the
underdogs,
Cowboys.
and lose their
Please
best
come
player.
support
Yeah.
all these teams this week.
That's not easy.
No, it's a long one.
But hey, to their credit, they have hung in there, and it's a fake. Culvert
Oh, boy.
makes it back to about the original line of scrimmage and gets hit hard and knocked down.
Someone
and-
explain that one to me.
By Guerrero.
I don't know, because he had a decent punt the last
Barons will
time.
take over 1st and 10.
They got the ball at the 26-yard line.
So Woodbridge takes over at the Mustang 26. I gotta think Woodbridge is dangerous on a short field.
Oh yeah,
Dangerous everywhere.
There's-
Yeah, that's true. We've seen that.
they've got
today.
these guys split out pretty far here too.
Yeah, you got Dayton Rankin split way left.
And off inside to Lee. He gets down to almost the 20. So
Junior at the
he'll
middle,
pick
Picked up
gain of
about
5,
6, maybe
five
5.
Barons on the JFK 21-yard line.
Barron's going no huddle here.
I love that the kicker's a wide receiver.
A little bit of a high snap.
There
Handoff
goes
to
Ali.
Lee.
He's going to be
Trying
around
to
the
get
end. He's
corner.
got
He
it.
got there. Is it going to be a
Yep.
touchdown? Yep. Touchdown, Ali Lee.
On the carry, and that is a touchdown.
Once he got around that corner, there was no stopping him.
You know, the Barons set up in those spread formations, which almost looks like a passing formation, but what it does is it creates a lot of open space for Ali.
He doesn't need much.
No, he takes advantage of it too. Some nice blocking again by the line to get Ali through that first layer, and then it's off to the races.
Mr. Automatic Justin McGarrett coming up. Wow.
Guerrero's kick is good.
Wonder how he is as a field goal kicker, because that ball had a lot on it.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a lot of legs.
Yeah.
Touchdown was a 21-yard.
There goes pulling guard again.
Right there was a good block.
Yep, number 5.
Number
6.
6. Yeah, that was Jameer Brown. Looks like McGarrett held the block down toward the end zone, too.
So Barons now.
So now this is going to go down as
28-6.
as a route in terms of the score. But you got to remember, with 30 seconds left in the first half, it was 7-6.
Yep. We see a shot at a crowd. Good crowd here tonight on homecoming day. It's one of the class. I was talking to some friends, and they said it was their high school reunion, so they came to the game.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I guess the whole class.
What year?
I don't know. I didn't even think they asked. Daniels and Culvert.
Squiver.
A little short kick.
Uh-oh.
Short kick.
Short kick comes down. Mustangs will have it at their 32.
36-yard line.
I'm sorry, 36.
Start the drive.
What is the point differential before they go to the running clock?
I think it's 5 touchdowns.
35. Oh, okay. Not that I want that to happen. I just didn't know what the number was.
First and 10 from the 41, JFK. Inside handoff,
Yeah.
0.
You know, they've used that play an awful lot, and it's because Dixon's not there to get outside the other.
Yeah,
guys.
once he went down, there went the hopes of JFK of pulling an upset.
Darrell on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs.
He's squatting down on the sideline though, so he's stretching whatever he hurt. Whatever he hurt, he's stretching out. Let's hope he's okay to come back next week.
Yes, the time goes by though, and the score continues to.
There's really no point in putting him in and risking further injury at this point.
Line under center once again. Calls the signals again, and a long snap. Fakes that pass. Now he's going to go pass, and Cabrera got there.
Just when he was looking to unload it.
Jesus Cabrera.
Well, you know, one of my pet peeves is when games are over and the Stars are still in the game. It drives me nuts.
Well, it's only the 3rd quarter.
I know, but it's a
22-point game.
It's a 3-score game for JFK.
He's lucky he was able to protect the ball that time. That could have been.
Yeah, right. Put some of the big guys on the sideline there. 64, Dominic Zaccardi. He's 6 foot, 315, 72. Nicholas Simone is 6 foot, 260.
Calvert, a little bit of a crease, and he picks up a couple.
76, Vincent Snee is 6 foot, 275. 90, Marquez Henry, 6 foot, 270. Some big dudes.
Bring up 4th and 12. Here we go. No, I told you they have jackets. That's what I thought. Nice. Calvert on the punt. Last time they faked the punt. Let's see if they do that again.
High snap.
A bit of a high snap. No,
it was almost blocked. It might have been tipped.
Kind of a rugby style.
Yeah.
Good roll. Oh.
Yeah,
should let that roll.
Yeah.
So the Barons will take over on their own 40-yard line.
Let's see that punt again. See how close it came.
It's a little rugby thing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He almost got him.
He had his hands up over it. If he didn't rugby that, it would have been blocked.
He does a pretty good job with that. He runs on one side or the other and just gives it a little punch.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised that they went for it faked it. I mean, it's one thing to fake a pump, but 4th and 14.
Well, in that field position it was. Here comes Ali again.
There goes Ali, weaves his way through the crowd, still on his feet, gets over the midfield stripe, and gets down to about the 47-yard line. So.
I stopped keeping stats, but he's got to have pretty darn close to a 200-yard game. Total yards, he's got 200 easy.
Oh, 76-yard run, yeah.
And then the big pass.
Big pass. 59 yards on that one.
He is in unbelievable physical condition.
He really is.
Wow, the homecoming queen. Oh.
Ali
again, coming this side this time.
Switches hands. Stays in, and the flag is down.
There is a flag.
Lee only a junior.
Appears to be another hold against the Barons.
That will be the thing that Coach LaSala will want to talk about.
The penalties.
Too many penalties.
Yep.
This Woodbridge team is loaded with juniors. Lee is a junior. The front line is a junior. The
Holding.
quarterback's a junior.
Offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
So they're going to be even better next year.
I started to say before, the newly selected homecoming queen, Brianna De Jesus, is like a rock star on the sideline, posing for pictures with all these different people.
There you go.
That's 59 guys in a roster, and it's only 2 freshmen, 19 seniors out of 59.
So it's a junior-dominated class. Leading tackler is a junior, Isaiah Jackson. Santimo runs right. On the run.
Oh, just a little too hard. He had Dayton Rankins in stride. A little too high, a little too hard.
Ali was spread out to the right on that one and came across. He was almost like a decoy. You know, at this point, he draws a lot of attention. Barron's going no huddle, looking at their wristbands.
I like that. I like the way they do that.
Good pass.
Underneath this time to
Dayton
Rankins
Rankins.
again. He spins out of a tackle. Gets it down inside the 35 to about the 33.
First down.
Excellent pass protection again, allowing the quarterback to look out over the field. Excellent job.
Off to Lee. He's going to stretch it out to the right, see if there's anything there. Cuts back. No, nothing there.
Yeah, the defense did
flag
a nice
again.
job.
A lot of penalties. Barons are pointing against the Mustangs. It was way in the secondary when the flag went down. Could be defensive holding.
Looks like they're waving the flag off.
Yeah, it's against JFK.
Referee's conferring on this one. Maybe they're two different penalties.
I only saw one flag.
There's one way back there.
Oh, I didn't even see that one way
That
back.
would- way back.
Oh, I
that
didn't
would-
see that one.
That would seem to be, that's probably like defensive holding or something
Yep.
back there. There we go.
There's no penalty on the play.
Yeah, I thought they waved it off. He was waving the ball.
All right. And hey, the good news is the microphone worked too. It's always so much better when we can hear the ref.
It is.
Great job by the crew, by the way, to mic him up. And thanks to the ref for letting himself do it. We've had a couple that would.
He's got 22.
He's got wide open.
Oh, man,
10 to
22.
4.
Look at 22 all the way over there. Justin McGarrett had nobody in the same zip code as him.
Jameer Brown got a hand on it. And another penalty flag. The last one was frustrating because last thing we need is more penalties.
Right.
It took us as long to figure out that it was no penalty as it was
Yeah, right.
there was a penalty.
Yeah.
Barons are starting to back up
Yeah, it's
now.
against them.
It's going to be holding.
Personal foul against Woodbridge, unsportsmanlike conduct, 15-yard penalty.
Oh, that's
boy,
not nice.
that's not nice.
Usually
I don't
when-
know what that was.
When the officials, so to speak, pick up the flag, they wave the flag in the air, which indicates they're picking it up. He waved the football.
Okay.
So I just took a guess that they were going to take that penalty back.
Yeah, he ultimately picked up the flag and waved it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Penalty went against the Barons. It will bring up 2nd and long from the Mustang 48-yard line.
26 yards.
26 yards, yeah. 2nd and 26.
A personal foul penalty on the Barons.
So the game moved along pretty quickly in that first half. This has been a much slower pace this half.
Painstaking pace here.
Hand off to Lee. He cuts it in, keeps going, and gets it out over the 45 or to about the 44.
Third and long for the
Bring up
Barons.
3rd and 21.
Looks like they'll let it run down and go into the fourth quarter, up 28-6.
Yeah, 17 seconds to go. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Barons in control, 28-6. We've reached the fourth quarter.
Coach LaSalle is having a little discussion here with the official.
JFK 6, your Barons 28.
We'll take a break. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. Stay with us, everybody.
All right, so here we go at the start of the fourth quarter. The Barons clearly in charge, but quite a bit of sloppy play out there today. Would you guys agree with that?
Oh, no doubt about
very
it.
much so. Santimo looking to throw a lot of time, and now it runs out of time, and there to meet him was number 37. Like 37.
Boy, they didn't pass the whole first half, and now they're just gunning it with a 22-point lead.
I see a couple of players whose numbers I don't know there. So
17, Raymond Mellett. Number 10, John Alves.
The Barons will punt. Daniels back to receive for the Mustangs. He's standing on his own 15. Lee is the punter.
Gets off a nice one.
Kind of side, takes a Baron bounce, rolls down to about the 17 or 16. See where they spot it. That's where the Mustangs will go to work. With 11:10 to go in the fourth quarter.
Adam Assad also on that kick. 29, Anthony Please, my guy, Anthony. Number 10, I said John Alves. Number 11 is Dayton Rankins. We know him. Number 60, Hayden Velez. We mentioned him a couple times. Javelin Andrews is on the line now, the big dude. 6'2", 285. 14 is, I said Anthony Alves. There's a couple Alveses. A couple of Brad. Oh, bad play.
Goes off the hands of Dennis, and then we got a false start.
Kyle Anderson was listening and said the Bradley boys were the two tall guys from
basketball.
Prior to snap.
Many Majors
Full
Trophy
start.
tournament games.
Offense, 5-yard penalty.
Both baseball and basketball.
So with the Hall of Fame induction coming up this weekend, we've got some familiar names. Bobby Tominski going in.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, and Serrana. And Serrana's going in, and Vinny Beans, the baseball coach at Edison. Brian Russo is going.
Wow, it's 4 in a row that I know. It's great. I can't wait.
Keith Hemmons, we saw.
Henry Serrana, I've known since she was practically born. She lived around the corner from me.
Yeah, she was
Her brother and I are very good friends.
Great out.
Time out.
And the association special guest of honor is Herb Hollowell.
There's he.
Herb Hollowell was a longtime coach at JFK. He went to Penn State and was on the track team with Rosie Greer.
Really? I guess Rosie Greer did the shot put.
Yep.
2,000 people here tonight. 2,037. I just noticed the attendance. There's a timeout. Apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so let me read off the list. From Colonia, Vinny Bean, Kathy Flickschik, Daniel Kuntz, Bobby Tominski, Bob Urbanik.
Oh, Bobby Urbanik, too. I played ball with him.
1974 Colonia High School football team coached by Coach Martino.
Good snap again.
Yeah, again. He keeps it this time, does Daniels, and he powers his way out to about the 15.
So for the Mustangs Hall of Fame, Coach Bob Bingham, track and field. He was also my JV basketball coach. Dr. Robert Burlage, cross country and track. David Gizella, baseball, basketball.
Played ball with Dave.
Andy Serrana, as we said, soccer, basketball, softball. Frankie Ruggiero, football, baseball. And the 1970 boys winter track and field team, coached by none other than Herb Hollowell.
Another high snap, keeps it again, gets hit at the line forward, falls forward for a couple of games.
That's 3 guys that played in the Knights of Columbus Basketball League. Casella, Urbanik, and Tominski.
Well, why do you think they're going? That's what they're going in for.
Yeah.
For Woodbridge, it's Eddie Etzel, basketball. Keith Hemmings, football and basketball. Carrie Huzar Brown, tennis, softball. John Novack, soccer. soccer and wrestling. Eddie Palladino, wrestling. Brian Russo, football and wrestling. And
Is Etzel the last guy from that 75 championship team to be in it?
I believe so. He's definitely from that team.
I think Ola, Didana are in. I'm sure they're in.
It's pretty impressive
Quick
play.
pass.
Oh, touchdown!
Intercepted for a
Number
touchdown.
12, Isaiah Allen. Boy.
Allen on the interception.
Right
Yeah.
there, and he just no doubt about it.
He just happened to be in the right place.
Yep.
Wow, right to him. We'll see that again, I'm sure.
And there's nothing but open space in front of him.
Oh
too.
man, that's every defender's dream.
Yeah. Pick 6. Snap is back. The kick is up and good.
You see how far it's good by.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's watch Isaiah.
35, Mustangs 6.
Throws a quick pass.
Oh,
Never
boy.
saw him. He
Yeah.
never saw him. He was screened by the Kennedy guy, and
Yeah, that was a nice
good
play. That,
anticipation by Isaiah Allen.
he caught that ball nice. That was below his waist too. He had to go down and get it. So that's 35-6 with under 10 minutes to go.
And I'll say it again, and don't forget, with what is it, 12-minute quarters, 23 minutes into the game, it was 7-6. 23 and a half minutes into the game.
We see the Woodbridge Band on homecoming night. Congratulations to the King and the Queen.
And all the others who were nominated by their
We'll see them.
classmates.
We'll see them all on the floats at the holiday.
Yeah.
December 1st.
First day.
Mark your calendar. Kick off the holiday season.
That's a rough weekend for us because it's the only time once every 7 years where Thanksgiving's Thursday and the parade's Sunday.
Oh, really? Yeah. Big hop for Calvert. He's out to the 30.
Oh, there we go. There he goes. Gets
Room.
behind by
45,
none other than Ali. No, it wasn't Ali.
No.
It was Eric McCoy.
A return of 24 yards by the Mustangs.
Got a little bit of a bright light for
Yeah, a little
JFK.
spark for the Mustangs. And they'll take over in JFK. Will take over. And this is the first time this half that they've started in Woodbridge territory.
I think that Saturday's also the holiday stroll, so that's quite a weekend.
So that would be in November?
Yeah, let me look. I'll look at my phone since I've said it. I better be right.
You're the mayor.
You're the mayor. You're always right.
No. Not on national TV.
No, you're still the mayor.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I'm right. Nothing doing
Nothing
there.
doing, yeah. That's Pajak.
Looks like a few fresh bodies in
Yeah,
there
it
now
is.
for
It's
the
the
Barons.
November 30th. It's the holiday stroll.
We're going to wrap up that holiday season early this year. Huh?
Yeah, no kidding. December 1st, we're all done.
Christmas on
I'm sure the tree
20th.
lighting is probably later. The tree lighting is
probably that Friday.
The 6th, yeah, the 6th.
Yeah.
Then there's the pictures with Santa. Big man coming to Woodbridge again. We managed to talk to his elves and
Work that
get them
out.
all set. Yeah,
There you go.
spends a lot of time in
There's the
Woodbridge.
pitch. Still fighting.
There goes
That's
the
Phil
whistle.
Lindsay. Haven't called his name
No, we
much.
haven't.
He was the second leading carrier. Got hurt a little bit, got dinged, but came back in the game in the first half. We haven't called his name much here in the second half. So
Probably because we can't see his number. You're right, though. When you watch it on TV, these people don't know what we're talking about because you can see them pretty good on TV.
yeah, they're like, what are these?
But in the
jokers
glare of the
complaining?
lights, folks, we have no clue.
Unless we watch the monitor.
Yeah, which is too hard for me. I can't do that. because the monitor can't cover the whole field, so you'll miss being able to call it right.
Motion this time. Hand it off to motion. A nice hole right there. Nice.
Number 1, Jesus Cabrera. We've called his name on defense a lot. He's been in on a lot of tackles.
Calvert with a nice game. Bring up 4th and 7. So I think the Mustangs are going to go for it.
I don't see Ali in the game. Ali Lee in the game, which is good.
Well, ahead by.
Oh no, that's number 4.
He's on the sideline. He's the last.
That's Trayshawn Fudge, and I remember Tracy Fudge has got to be his younger brother. That was one kid I really liked, the quarterback for Woodbridge. What a nice young man he was. I see him every now and then around town.
I do.
I forget where he went to college, but I think he played some ball. Where? William Patterson. He played some ball, right?
Yeah, he's playing there.
He's still there. He's a senior. Okay, he was a good guy.
Timeout JFK.
Timeout JFK. That is their second of the half.
I guess the clock was going to expire. So they'll gather the team together.
Yes, indeed. A big weekend for sports here in Woodbridge Township. With the banquet coming up.
How many of those guys do you know?
Oh, you know, a lot. Well, Coach Hollowell was there when I was in school, so I know him well. He was a track coach. Coach Bingham was a cross-country coach and also the JV basketball coach when Ray Newman was the head coach.
There's less this year than there's been since they reinstated the Hall of Fame, right? Because in the first couple of years, they really put a lot of people in.
Yeah, we caught up a little bit. It's a basic number. I think it's a total of 6. Let me see.
No, it's more than 6.
Yeah.
You mentioned more than 6.
Yeah. It's more like 9 or 10.
Yeah, 9 or 10.
I think
Yes.
Throw.
Going
Throwing
deep.
down the right side. Almost intercepted.
He never got a spiral on that. He never had the control of that to throw a good spiral.
The Barons will take over.
Yeah, I think it's 6 spots for each school.
Oh.
And one of those spots could be a team. So for Kennedy, there's the track team that's being honored. For Colonia, it's the football
The
team.
Barons will take over 1st and 10 on their own. 45
So how many people vote for that? And how many on the committee?
Oh, gosh. You know what? I'd have to go down the list, but it's a really active committee. Dr. Nick Sardone does a good job of, keeping the group organized and focused. You know who's active, very active now? Mike Kelber helped us out with our bylaws and did a really nice job.
Oh, good.
Mike's retired now.
Yeah.
Inside handoff.
Here comes my boy. No, it's not. Is that 6? That's Brown.
Brown, Lee is in the game.
Gain of 7 on the play. It will be 2nd and 3 for the Barons.
54, Scott Bremerski for Woodbridge. 52, we know, is Jordan Harris. 51 is Dylan Bradley.
It's a wonderful process. The committee does a great job when
it's a difficult job, I'm sure, every single year.
And researching and putting the narrative together for each of those to present them.
Number 8 got popped. That was Mikhail Asafo.
Number 6 for Kennedy in on that hit.
Ollie Lee is out of the game.
Yeah, has to be.
Yeah, Josh Daniels was in on that hit for the Mustangs.
So anybody can nominate somebody, Greg?
The nominations can come from anywhere. The applications are public, they're online, and then once it goes, if they fill out the application correctly, then the committee will review it. There's a point system, and then we have a day of presentation. Somebody on the committee speaks up and remembers, because a lot of the folks on the committee were coaches,
right,
players. They were around. They remember some of the nominees, and it's just, for those people that are out there, if you're somebody that's disappointed, didn't get in, or not, it's a very detailed process that people take very seriously. And it's just a wonderful program, and Dr. Nick does a really good job of keeping us. He's a little bit of a taskmaster, but he does a good job.
Bad news for Kennedy. Phil Lindsay went limping off, and he's sitting on the bench right now. So now 3 of the top 3 offensive players are not in the game. You got Dixon is out, Keyshawn Dixon's out, Phil Lindsay's out, and Connor Heaney's out. I still don't know what happened to Heaney.
Asafo picked up the first down for the Barons, and they're going to take their time.
Channel 35 will be covering the induction ceremony Sunday night.
Which makes it even more special. It's just really nice.
Awesome. Again, the other thing is, we're getting to the point where probably where many of these athletes we may have film of them on channel taken by Channel 35.
That's right.
Yeah.
They can hear our melodious voices.
Yeah.
I think the ultimate goal, a lot of community centers and things have a wall of fame, that kind of thing. I think our ultimate goal is to have a little bit more involvement in technology, where there's a screen, a smart screen, and you can actually go up and query either asking the year, the sport.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about, right?
Or a guy's name or something.
I told them I think we would invest in that. I thought that was a very good idea.
Yeah.
Asafo caught from behind. Oh, they're pulling his leg. Yeah, there's a flag.
Yeah, flag. I think Woodbridge's going to get called for an unsportsmanlike conduct. After the play, one of the Woodbridge guys drove the.
Well, you guys probably don't know this, but I'm actually in the Athletic Hall of Fame.
You are.
I was an ex officio member the first year.
Yep.
I don't tell people that I was in because I'm the mayor. I just tell them I'm in the Athletic Hall of Fame.
You mean your 27 gold medals in the Senior Olympics doesn't qualify? Can I nominate him? Can I nominate him next year?
He didn't go to one of our high schools.
Foul.
That's why he's ex officio.
15-yard penalty.
No, I went to St. Thomas Aquinas, so I am ineligible.
But when you go down, John, not saying it because we're on the air right now, but when you talk about contributors to athletics in Woodbridge Township, there's none better. The amazing things that you and the team have done with facilities to encourage athletes of all ages, not just the high school.
What is cool is when we talk to the guys, when we go to the dinner, because I've never missed a dinner. And what's cool is hearing them talk about the fields when they came back, and they were nothing like this when they were here.
Yeah, of course.
Inside handoff after the 15-yard penalty.
Safu.
Yeah, he's doing an imitation.
He looks pretty
Ali
quick.
right
Yeah, he looks quick too.
Yeah, he's a junior too.
Yeah. Hey, John.
So he might have been the star if he hadn't shown up at the same time as Ali.
Right.
Yeah, he looked like him right there. This was our first field, John, right? I still have a shovel.
Yes. I was telling a story at halftime.
We did the first game here on the turf, didn't we?
Yeah. I was elected in November of 06, and it was a Tuesday, obviously, and I came to the Woodbridge Colonia game the night before Thanksgiving, just as a spectator. I stood in the sideline watching. The field was a mess.
Quagmire, yeah.
Total quagmire. And I remember saying, we got to do something about this going forward, and then we put the money together from one of the big projects in town like we do now, except on steroids. And we paid for the field. And the rest was history.
Yeah, and this is now we got a new generation of turf.
This is already the second turf, yeah. Because once you do one,
play game,
one school,
offense, 5-yard penalty, previous spot.
Coach LaSalle is going to have a field day with these guys. Once you do one field at one school, you're doomed.
Yeah, it's got to grow. Yep, absolutely.
Everybody wants one at that point. And now we have 3 high schools with 3 fields each turf. One for baseball, one for softball, and one for football/soccer.
Lee into punt, and it gets off the side of his foot, I guess, because it goes out of bounds.
And now, Craig, you might remember this. This is my favorite Woodbridge sports trivia question.
Okay, let's see.
Who was the first person to score on a turf field in Woodbridge Township?
Oh, we did the game.
We did the game.
We did the game. Let's see. When was that? Who was
it was
that?
2007.
Was it Salazar?
No, it was not Salazar. Listen to the question carefully. It was the first person to score on a turf field in Woodbridge Township
right, it was
history.
A soccer game.
It was a girls' soccer game, and it was. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I forgot.
Emily Fenton.
Emily Fenton. There we go.
I love that question. I said that night. I said this is going to be a question 20 years from now, and no one's going to know it because everybody does like you do. You think of the football team.
And we did that game too.
We did that game. We were here. That's why I remember saying it. What a great question. And what is that? That's now 12 years ago. So.
Just kind of going through the motions now.
Yeah, there's a Fenton on the football team from Colonia that is being installed in the Hall of Fame. think Kyle said it was her uncle.
Yeah, the Fentons were around my age. They're
that old?
Well, not Emily. She's
no. No, but there were some Fentons. They were all good athletes that went to Avenel when it was a junior high when I went, and they went to Colonia. Peter, I think, was one.
Yeah, I don't have any idea.
But they were all good athletes, very good athletes. That Nick Sardone tells me that 1974 Colonia football team, a lot of the guys, they're saying like 20-plus guys are coming.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, when Kyle read the names, or maybe you read the names of the game, I recognize a lot of those names, too.
Yeah.
Well, 74, I mean, I'm class of 76, so.
Yep, that was the class after me.
That was Baldante's class, right?
Yeah, Bobby Peters played.
Yeah.
Wasn't Glenn Morgan on that team?
Glenn was on the team. Yep, I think he was the quarterback. Yep.
Saw him the other night.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's around. He works over at Curtains. Or works at the building, I should say.
4th and 6 for the Mustangs.
He was. We were talking. He was a backup quarterback for Mike Salento, and then took over when Mike graduated with me in '73.
Keeping the clock running. Good idea.
Well, it's not exactly the 35-point rule, but a bunch of guys going in now.
Trying to get
John
out.
Alves.
Nope, he didn't
got a
make
penalty.
it.
Here's a flag.
Oh, you could have kept that flag in your pocket.
51, Dylan Bradley.
Just decline it.
10 we know is John Alves. 44 is new. That's Isaiah Jackson. 12, Isaiah Allen. Mr. Interception. 11, Dayton Rankins. What's Ali doing out there?
He's probably on a punt return team.
Yeah, sometimes on those special teams, it's hard to make substitutions.
I guess. I still don't like it.
Still a lot of milling around out there.
Yeah, there really is.
Walking.
It's a minute 22 to go. Let's just
23 is Jason Bradley.
Get on with it.
Illegal substitution on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Be 4th down.
60, Aiden Valdez. 57, Sebastian
Wait a minute. Well, no,
Lewis.
I was wrong. You shouldn't decline the penalty. Take the penalty. Brings up 4th and 1. And so the Mustangs are going to go for it now.
Illegal substitution is a nice way of saying somebody didn't get off the field.
Oh, we saw him. It was, I think it was Cabrera who was running his rear end off, trying to get off the field. Just didn't quite make it. Keeps it. I think he got it.
He got it. Forward motion.
They're going to get pushed back. It's going to be close.
It's going to be where are they?
It's also obviously about the spot. The most innocent.
No, he got it where his his right foot is. That's a first down.
Good job by the Barons announcers here. Coach Gizella from basketball doing the announcing, doing a great job.
1st and 10 from your own 49-yard line.
Coach G telling us he's a new papa now. He's
Yeah,
got a
how
little
cool is
baby
that?
Girl, congratulations to Coach G.
Yeah, congrats,
What's her
man.
name?
Samantha.
Samantha.
Beautiful.
Congratulations.
Samantha G.
Welcome to the world.
Sammy G.
There we go. Nice cut back there, and that will be a little bit short of the first down.
Remember, if you're watching live on Facebook, please support the Woodbridge Green Team by voting for our sustainable video. Click the link in the video description above, which I don't think they see anymore. I guess he didn't know I was going to say this. But anyway, you can find it if you care. It really is a good video.
Yeah.
There's like 6 or 8 in competition. And I'm saying this because, I mean, I'm the mayor, but we really do have the best video. You're in it, Greg.
Yeah.
I am?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Greg.
Oh.
He was riding a bike and he says, Woodbridge is
maybe another
sustainable.
first down.
Yeah. Also, if you're watching on
11
Facebook,
seconds to go.
5 o'clock on Sundays, the Hall of Fame. You can still get tickets for that. That's over at our beautiful community center. It's really a magical night.
It's a fun night, yeah, it really is. And that'll do it.
No,
The scoreboard says 35-6.
the clock running, and that does do it. And Woodbridge comes away with a 35-6 victory. As you point out, John, certainly for half of this game, it was a
It
close
could have
game.
easily been a 7-6 halftime score.
Yep.
but for that long bomb to Ali Lee.
But the Barons can prove to 5-0 on homecoming night.
Congratulations to all the people involved in homecoming.
I guess next week we have JFK homecoming.
JFK homecoming. Let's hope that Dixon is back for that. So thanks for watching, everybody. On behalf of the crew, on behalf of Greg Ficara, our mayor, John McCormick, Craig Coughlin saying thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.